Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, this is a reading for Cancer in love, past, present and future, and I will clarify on the cards also. As with tarot, you know already, if the reading doesn't resonate, do not force it. There are plenty of other readers out there who may resonate with you. If it does, please continue to watch. So let's get straight into it. Oh, please also like, share and subscribe if you do like the reading, and comment if it resonates with you, because I'd love to hear your comments. Right, so past, present and future for Cancer in love. Please provide messages that are within their best interest to hear at this time with clarity for Cancer in love. Okay, I'm going to start here because I feel like it wants me to. Right, so the overall energy for the spread is the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords speaks of somebody, potentially you or your person, up at night worrying, blaming themselves for something that they've done. It's a situation that, you know, is playing heavy on your mind at the moment, Cancer. So whether this be in love or another situation, we will see what the cards say. But yeah, as an overall energy, it's quite a heavy mental strain at this time, and as this is a love reading, I'm guessing it's within the area of love. It could be romantic, it doesn't have to be, so take that as it resonates for you. And sorry, as I said that, I just glanced and we do have the Two of Cups preceding that on the bottom of the deck. So right, so in the past energies we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something, some kind of change, some kind of new beginning, cycles, ending or beginning. The Wheel of Fortune in this position speaks to me of change in the past coming into the present. But as I said in my previous reading, these are 2-week reads, so quite recently. Some change that has promoted this energy of Nine of Swords. Upset, that's how I feel at this moment in time. Some kind of upset, emotional energy, but it's a lot of thought going on. But the Wheel of Fortune, you have to understand, even though we don't know what's happening with the Wheel of Fortune, things are not revealed, it's just change within itself. The Wheel of Fortune is always for your greater good. It's always supporting you. It's major changes, major arcana, but it's always supporting your greater good. So please try and understand that at this time, in whatever this situation is for you. It might not feel great right now, and it, you know, but it is for your greater good, as I've said. In the present energy we have the Hierophant. So maybe this is a partner, you know, it speaks to me of authority, somebody with authority, and again somebody who displays this kind of rigorous way of being. Things are set a certain way, things go a certain way, structured, a very structured energy. So in the present energy, maybe you're trying to do things very methodically, or maybe you're moving away from somebody who had these characteristical traits, and it's hard, whether this is you or them, it's hard at this time. But again, it's always for your greater good. And again, with the Hierophant card, it speaks of a new way of being, a new way of doing things. So, you know, it's a kind of father figure, an authoritative figure. It has that energy. But it says to me, you know, again, a new way of being, new beginnings. Let's start to learn a different way. Let's kind of start again with a new, taking a new direction, a different approach is what I was trying to say there. So two major changes going on. And in the future energies we have the King of Pentacles. I don't know if this is a suitor coming in for you, but it's somebody who has a wealth of abundance, and I don't just mean monetary wealth. I mean in terms of they've learnt their lessons too. This King of Pentacles turned his daughter into gold and everyone he loved due to his greed. So now he's learnt his lessons, and he's wise and he's kind now. So this could potentially be a suitor coming in, somebody who, again, with this Hierophant energy, it's like this very, you know, very practical energy, a very wise energy, very strong energy, authoritative energy coming in your future energies. But we will clarify. But somebody's upset here. Somebody's upset at this change. Somebody's upset at somebody realizing that actually I need to do things differently now, Cancer, which I believe is you, and moving towards a place of, no, you know, I'm wiser now. I know what I'm doing. I know where to sow my seeds, so to speak. Right. I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please, for Cancer in love. What was this change for Cancer? I'm taking these two cards. So we have the Devil. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, my deck's upside down. So we have the Devil energy. So moving away from, as we can kind of feel in this spread so far, moving away from this energy, you know, a toxic energy, somebody pulling the strings. As I feel with this Hierophant, it's a very rigorous kind of energy. But particularly in this card, if you can see, there's somebody there at the bottom, and they're just the Devil's just pulling their strings. You're moving away from that, Cancer. You're moving away from that energy, and you're moving towards here, this Page of Pentacles. What makes you happy? What, you know, building your own foundations. And yes, it's a page, and yes, it might be starting from, you know, it always reminds me of a childlike energy, like an innocence, like starting building again. You know, it's not yet the king, but here is the king in your future energies. So keep doing what it is you're doing, and don't blame yourself for doing this. Don't blame yourself for this change. And it's easy to say that, isn't it, in readings? It's easy to say, you know, move on, don't blame yourself. But I know there's emotions there, and there's love there, and there's feelings there, and it's easier said than done. But it's being done for your greater good. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. For your emotional fulfillment and happiness, moving away from this, whatever this tie is, whatever this Devil means to you or person. I feel it's quite a restrictive energy. But don't blame yourself and don't be upset, because as I said at the beginning with the Wheel of Fortune, change is for your greater good in the long run. So let's clarify this Hierophant, please, in the current energies. What does this Hierophant signify for Cancer in love? Who is this Hierophant? Who is this Hierophant, please, for Cancer? The Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. I don't know why I said it like that. I feel annoyed on your behalf, and I don't know why. The Eight of Cups, it's you walking away from this person. It's walking away because you're not happy with the way your cups are looking at the minute. It's like, yeah, I've got 8 cups, but there's 2 missing. And in the traditional ride away, it's somebody walking away off into the cliffs. And it's like, oh, it could be dangerous. But you're like, I don't care, because I need to go and find these other 2 cups. But in this card, it's not like that. This card, they're walking off into the sunshine. Can you see that? They're walking off into the sunshine to find their happiness, to find their bliss, away from this restrictive energy. I don't know who this restrictive energy is, but, you know, fast moving. You're moving and you don't care. And someone's upset. But I believe it's for your greater good. It's almost as if you actually see here in the past energies, it's almost as if it's like, you know this, you know it's for your greater good. It's like the Page is holding the wheel here. They're helping it turn because they know that change is good. They know it's for you. You know it's for your greater good, is my point. Moving away from that Devil energy. And I don't mean literally the person who it is, or your past partner, or somebody you contemplating, you know, who you're with at the moment is a devil. I just mean low vibrational energy. King of Pentacles again there at the bottom of the deck. This is where you're moving towards. This King of Pentacles energy. Somebody who's a bit more, you know, they're authoritative, but they're solemn with it. They feel with it, not just someone who dictates. Can we please clarify the King of Pentacles for Cancer? King of Pentacles, please, for Cancer in love. Who's this King of Pentacles? Oh, I'll take you. The Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords speaks to me of, you know, it's new insight. It's taking a fresh look at things, but with mental clarity. The Page of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite is symbolized, it's actually a female, but it's somebody who's stealth, somebody who, I hate saying it like this, but somebody who has their eye on you, somebody who's watching you. And it doesn't have to be in a sinister way. So somebody potentially in your world who you're not actually focused on at the moment, because you're focused on your own happiness, but there could be somebody around you who's had their eye on you, who is probably privy to this situation that's been going on, and you know, they're willing to commit and they're willing to offer you know, what they've built with you. But at this time, whether it be you or your partner, you know, you're just focusing on your happiness and getting over whatever this situation means to you, going to find your bliss with the Eight of Cups, and potentially, you know, being sad. But I feel like this is the other half who's upset, but take it as you will. Roles are reversible. Cannot talk. So yeah, somebody who's got their eye on you, this King of Pentacles, you know, probably studying here. This girl here is studying. It's like somebody who's probably sussing out the situation, probably trying to find out a bit more about you, what's going on. So do not be surprised if somebody pops up in your life who's like, I have liked you for a long time and now's my opportunity and I'm going to take it. Just saying. Right, I'm going to clarify using messages from the mermaids for you, Cancer. Messages from the mermaids. Please provide Cancer with feelings. Please provide Cancer with feelings, with a message of guidance, I was going to say. So feelings, yeah, there's a lot of feelings going on at the moment, as we've established throughout the spread. You can see that card there. A lot of feelings, whether it be yours, theirs. I'm sure it's both, because as I said, even when we do move out of bad situations and we know they're not bad for us, we've still created ties and bonds with people, even if we know they're not healthy ties, and even if we know that we need to move forward. And sometimes the universe does this for us if we don't have the strength to do it ourselves. Sometimes the universe goes, actually, right, let's help them out here, let's pedal this forward a little bit. So feelings, I'll read the short blurb of that for you, and then I'm going to pull one more card from the Good Tarot, which is like positive affirmations for the normal tarot cards. Express your feelings as honestly as you can. Emotion means energy in motion. Emotions can come in powerful waves of intense feelings. So I feel like I'm going to read the whole thing now. The mermaid is swimming into your reading to let you know that it's safe to express your feelings. You don't have to pretend everything is fine when it's not. Equally, if you're feeling joyful, share your joy and allow it to spread to those around you. Feelings can run very deep and often affect our actions in various ways. This is why it's positive to release your feelings in a healthy, constructive way. If you're feeling sad, then crying can be helpful, as can sharing your thoughts with a trusted friend. By contrast, singing at the top of your voice to express your feelings of happiness is a beautiful thing to do, and this can also help to release any inhibitions. The sirens of the sea are known for their singing, which acts as a musical magnet to anyone who hears. Don't attempt to stifle or hide your feelings, even if they're uncomfortable. If someone has hurt you, let them know. You can do this in a gentle, kind and compassionate way. This way, they will be more receptive to hearing you as you express how you feel. You'll certainly feel better for sharing too. This card also indicates that someone around you might be finding it hard to share their feelings. If this is the case, have a chat with them over a cup of tea or coffee and encourage them to open up about how they feel, or go for a walk together, ideally on a beach, so their feelings can flow. Well, we don't all live by the sea, but that's not the point. The point is, we know that somebody's feeling a lot at the moment here with this Nine of Swords. And if this is you, Cancer, release it. As the card says, don't hold it in. Don't feel stifled anymore. You're doing what's best for you here. So within that, let it flow. Let the emotions flow. Because you're moving forward regardless. And I believe it's out of a situation that's going to allow you to feel a lot more in the future, freely at that. I'm just going to pull one card for you, Cancer, from the Good Tarot. Just one card of guidance for Cancer in love. And let's read in any card of guidance. I'm going to take this one. Star. So we have the Star card here, which again, in the traditional Rider-Waite is, the Star, sorting through your emotions, letting the emotions flow. Not only are you letting the emotions flow, you are filtering out of your pool what is not for you and what can stay, and healing and connecting with your higher self and your guides, and knowing that you are guided. It's got the Seven Sister constellation in the traditional Rider-Waite. So please know that you're guided at this time. And you might feel bad at this time. You might feel emotional. You might be feeling all the pain. But it's what you need to do to rid yourself of it and move forward. And as the Feelings card said, if, I don't know your situation, in some instances, in abusive relationships, you don't necessarily want to go and talk to that person and provoke anything. But if you are feeling stifled and you can't actually talk to the person in question, speak to a friend, or there's advice, telephone advice services for, domestic violence. And it doesn't always have to be physical violence. It can be gaslighting, it can be mental. So if you're feeling that way and you feel like you can't actually release, I would think about potentially doing that as well as like writing and getting it down. Writing can be the best. So I'm going to go off on a spiel now, but writing can be so cathartic when you read it back and cry, because I've done it myself. It's such a release. So yeah, I'll stop babbling, but you're moving in the right direction regardless. So Star, I'm going to read Star for you, number 17. Okay. Sorry, this book is split up into different sections. Water. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Star. Nearly there. Right, Star. Inspiration. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. As we've been saying, changes for your greater good. New beginnings, new cycles. But I will leave it there, Cancer. Thank you very much for joining me. If this reading resonated with you, please do like, share, subscribe and comment, because I would love to know if it resonates. But until then, love and light, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for joining me.